All right, today is going to be talking about how to use Excel to do our experiment. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing the M&M experiment where you guys are going to calculate looking at the statistics and variabilities within colors of M&Ms. So to show you how to do this, we're going to show you how to use Excel. You cannot use Google Sheets. It is not robust enough and strong enough to do this. You have to use Excel in and of itself. So first thing you need to do is we need to go get the add-in here. If we look up here, there is no data. It's right there, and we need to actually get that. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's already on here, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So you go down here, you go to Options, click down to Add-ins. So again, let me show you again. So that's File, Options, Add-ins. Analysis tool pack. Yours, if it's down here, it should be down in the inactive, but you're going to look for the analysis tool pack. Don't pick the VBA. Then press go. Don't press OK yet. Then you want to check mark it and then press OK. And then it will suddenly show up right here, and you should see this data analysis, and that will mean that you are ready to go. All right. So I'm going to show you how to do this with some data. I collected this data. This is heights in centimeters of random people. As you can see, I have a lot of data. In fact, I have, I think it's over 2,000. I can't remember exactly how many thousand people. It's 5,000 people. Data points, that's a lot of data. And that's a lot of number crunching that you would have to do. So, and if you were to do it by hand, that would just be insane. But to do it by computer is really, really easy. So let's look at some simple commands in Excel. When you do an Excel command, it's always started with an equal sign, and then you can type in the code that represents it. So for instance, sum. Now it's going to give you like, hey, I'm guessing that you want this. So I'm like, yes, I want sum. And then I want to highlight all of those. And I can say all of that. And I can go down the whole entire list until I get to the very bottom of the 5,000, which will take me forever to get down. I'll show you another quicker way to do that once I get down here. So that 5,001, boom, zip me up, and there's the sum. That really doesn't mean much. That means if I suddenly had these 5,000 people all lined up head to toe in a line, that's how long it would be in inch and centimeters. Not really meaningful. But let's talk about mean. So I can do mean, which would mean something. So what's the average height of a person in centimeters? Well, I can type in this. This one is going to be the mean. So I can say it's going to be average, AVG, parentheses, and then I can say, and then I can go, hey, I want all of those. And so if you notice, it says, hey, I want A through A2 through A6. Well, I don't want A6. I want A through 5,001 parenthesis. Oh, and it tells me that I need to actually spell it out. It needs to be the word average. So, and it automatically did it for me, which was really nice. Now, median is another way we can do this. We can actually go up here where insert the function. And I can type in. And I can actually type in, and I have some of these already in there, so I can type in median. And I can then press go. And then it should be able to tell me if it's there. Come on. Well, that one's not working, so we'll just do it this way. So I say median. Oh, that's why I was spelling it wrong. Huh. There's no A here. There we go. Let's try that again. So I can go here, and then I spell it right. Median, go. There we go. And then I can say, hey, I want the median. And then it'll say which set of data, and you can then select your data, or you can do it the where I say A2 through, and then you can say you can do like select your data, and it will like, here's what I want. So I want A2 through A5001. Go, and it gives me that. Now I'm going to do this really quick for the standard deviation is STEV. I've actually already did it for us, so it's ST. And now there's two different ones. There's dev for the population and for the sample. Now we're not looking at the entire population of everyone on Earth, so we're looking at the sample. So estimates the standard deviation based on the sample size rather than the population. So I want the sample. And again, I'm going to say A2. I want to do A2. Oops. A2 through, instead of 13, 5001. And there is our standard deviation. Now, there is actually a lot quicker way to doing this, and I'll show you how to do that as well. And that is using this data analysis, and this is why we actually downloaded it. If you click on this, and there is one called descriptive statistics, you press OK, and then you say, what is your data? And you're going to say that's going to be the A2 colon A5001. And I want output. I need a place. Where do I want my statistics placed at? Right there. And I want my summary statistics. You need to make sure you click that one. And then you press OK. Now it's automatically given to me, and I don't have to actually type out all those numbers. So it tells me my mean, standard error, which is not really something we'll deal with, median, mode, there is no mode, standard deviations, sample variations, and then it gives you a whole bunch of others. What is my minimum, maximums, which isn't fun. So it tells me the shortest person in this data was 58, while the max it was 78. And again, it tells me that I have 5,000 people total sampled. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do our bin ranges. And the bin ranges are going to be based on the standard, the average plus or minus the standard deviations. So what I can do here is I can say equals my average, which was right here, and enter. And that just puts it. So whatever this number changes, it changes here. And then I can say this here plus a standard deviation. Enter. And then I can do that again. I can say here plus 2 times my standard deviation, and I can repeat this, and I can do this again, repeating here, mean plus 3 times my standard deviation. Now, what I can do is actually change things up, and I can make it a little easier for myself by saying equals my standard deviation, and I'm going to press F4. What that does is it's going to say I want that to always stay put no matter what I do. And then I'm going to say plus my standard deviation, F4 again, and that the money signs just make it so that it won't move around on me when I'm doing this. And what I can do is I can drag this and I can drag it down. Then I'm going to go up and I'm going to say 2 times that. Enter. And then 3 times that. Enter. But I don't want it to be plus, I want it to be minus. And then I want to put minus, enter. Oops, did that too wrong. That's 2, that's going to be that, plus 2 minus my standard deviation, and that's going to be a minus there as well. And again, I'm like, oops, something went wrong there. That doesn't look right. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to change that to instead of 2. There we go. There we go. Nice numbers. So now I have ready for what is called my histogram. So I'm going to go to data analysis, histogram, OK. Input range is A2, comma, A5001. My bin ranges, which I just did right here, boom, done. My output, where do I want to put my data? I'm going to put it right there because it's convenient. And then I'm going to press OK. Now I have my data. From there, then I can click and I can go to insert a recommended chart, and it says, hey, I recommend a bar chart, and OK. Here is my histogram. and this tells me my histograms based on my populations, that on average people are right here, very few, a lot less. So everybody sits at somewhere between 69, 71, very few at 77 or 66 centimeters, and that is how you make a histogram. So if you have any questions, again, write them down. Try to do this. Obviously, you won't have all these data sets, but you can try to make, pick the first like 10 or 15 data points here, and then try to see if you can do it with just that. You won't necessarily have a pretty as a bell curve as I do, but you can try that.